Get free online support, coaching, watch videos, and much, much more at www.bnbhostsupport.com. That's www.bnbhostsupport.com. Hi, Rebekah Mark Smith here. It is Wednesday, the 26th of April. Sorry, I had literally just woken up when I answered you earlier this morning, and I actually didn't sleep all that well. I had dogs barking in the night, which was a big pain. But anyway, I'm sorry I couldn't answer you on the spot. Now, I think what your question relates to is something called, it's called Airbnb Service Fees. And it can be a little bit confusing. There can be something called host-only fees, and I'll send you some links. And if you want to, you can, if you want to, you can actually opt to set what's called a host-only fee. So let's say it's $100. Let's say that I'll explain how it works. It's $100. Typically it works like this. Airbnb charges the host 3%. So if it's $100, you set your price at $100. It delivers Airbnb after the stay. It delivers to your account about very close. It's going to be very close. So this will give you a very good guide. About $97 goes into your into your bank account. It marks up your property to $114. So there is actually a service fee of about on that basis 17%. Now I'm actually not 100% sure whether you can. I know I do it, but I'm probably a little bit different because I've got several properties, and I use what's called a channel manager. It's a little complicated. So if this is your first Airbnb, I would not recommend that you use a channel manager. I think you can manage it. Sorry, you can manage it yourself through Airbnb, but my phone doesn't stop ringing. So I know this is probably a little complex, but I'll send you an article on how you can select to have what's called host-only fees. Now, what it would mean, and I think it can do this for you. You can set to have what's called host-only fees. Now, you'd need to set your price at $115 yourself, or $114, and in which case Airbnb would still take about 15%, but it might be as high still as 17%. I don't know that one off the top of my head. Now, I use what's called a channel manager. So that means I don't use all of Airbnb's hosting tools, and therefore they give me a rate of 15%, but it's host only. So I know that's a little complex. If you want to, I'll send you a Zoom link, and you can absolutely definitely book a Zoom time call with me if you wish, and I'd be only too happy to work through. Yeah, I think when you select host, I actually think if you don't use a channel manager, it's host only fees, and you get charged 17%. So you still, so the example that you're talking about, I think that the host has probably, when they've got their bookings, say on Airbnb, Stays, Verbo, booking.com, whatever, so that the prices are the same across all different channels, they set the fees to be host only. I think that's probably what is going on. In your case, when being I asked you, and you said you hadn't had your first guest yet. I think being a brand new host, I would not recommend to use a channel manager, especially when you've only got the one property that you're managing, because the channel manager then charges you fees. So it does end up getting up to 17% anyway by the time people like me pay 15% plus channel managers fees. So I know that's a very complex answer, but it's designed so that people like me, I actually don't use anyone else other than Airbnb, but I know plenty of other people that do use other channels to distribute, and online travel agents, and it's designed to make a level playing field. Complex answer, I know. I'm sorry I can't give you anything less complex, but I think that's the accurate answer. I'm pretty sure the other one that you're comparing to is paying 15%. Well, there's 15% included in their nightly rate, but it shows to the guest that there's no guest service fee. And that's the 3% and 14% that I started the conversation. So if you're unclear, hit rewind and go back to the beginning of this video and rewatch that. Oh, by the way, you can speed this up as well to 1.5, 2 times I hope that's self-explanatory. If you need to have a Zoom call, give me a call. Your place looks actually very nice. So I'm going to add it to a wish list, and you never know, I might come and see you and stay with you one time in the future. Thanks very much. Good luck with your hosting, Penny. Penny, sorry, Rebecca, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, my phone just doesn't stop. That was Penny that rang. Okay, thanks a million. Talk soon, Rebecca. Get free online support, coaching, watch videos, and much, much more at www.bnbhostsupport.com. That's www.bnbhostsupport.com.